So this is pretty cool. This is the TCL Next Paper. There's really nothing else quite like it in the smartphone game. It is this dual display situation where you can have like a color e-ink experience for tremendous battery life and reading with almost no eye fatigue. And then you flip a switch and you've got a full-fledged, vibrant smartphone. There's nothing else like it that I'm aware of, at least nothing else like it that I have seen. And that is always exciting in the smartphone business because that's not always the case. Yeah, when it's in the e-ink mode, it's basically no reflection at all. Paper display, AI is built in because it wouldn't be, what is it, 2025? It wouldn't be 2020, it's almost 2026. It wouldn't be 2020 anything if you didn't have AI on the back of the box. Oh, check it. Look at that experience. You're getting a little animation effect happening there. Oh, it actually looks better even on camera. Look at that. Ew. Okay, I'll just do that a few times for you there. You see the vibrance. Cool. The TCL Next Paper 60 Ultra is the name of it. It looks like they've shrunk that bezel there. Your choice for eye care. See beyond greatness. Now, I don't think this is retail packaging here, obviously, but I appreciate it. After all, this channel's called Unbox Therapy. I appreciate it. Look at the labels on the boxes. It's like an adventure here. It's looking like Harry Potter on the inside of here. Look at the little treasure map and some kind of tree feather lightning. They've got the book representing the phone, the original phone, the book. That's actually a fountain pen. This is gonna be our stylus, I guess. Lightning bolt. This will probably be our power brick. Tree branches, maybe it's like a braided cable. And lastly, sim tool, paperwork, I don't know. So let us check out the device. And I have not seen this before. This is a big device. They went a whole different direction with it. Look at this thing. This is massive. You have this elastic piece and you just carry it around like this. Wow, here's our camera layout over here. We flip it around and then I think we can also, if we want to keep it open, we can use that same elastic to do so. So here's what it looks like out of the case. And yeah, I mean, it's like a big phone. So it's a little bit larger than a Pro Max. That's a big boy. At the moment, what you're witnessing here is the anti-reflection. I mean, I don't know how well that plays on camera, but it is a drastic difference in person. And then if I flip the switch, I have my options for Max Ink mode, which is gonna give you your e-reader-like experience with tremendously long battery life, but it will limit some of your app functionality. There's ink paper mode, which switches to a black and white setting, and then there's the color ink display. Smart refresh, it does support 120. I'm just gonna lock it at 120 for now. Can you hear that? Like there's more texture to the experience. And it kind of feels like, I mean, paper, yeah, I guess they use that comparison because of the matte nature of it, but it's obviously smoother than traditional paper. So I'm gonna flick this switch and let's try out ink paper mode. Now this is going to extend our battery life in this black and white setting. This is gonna be great for reading late at night, you're winding down. So you just do this right here, and then you're cruising into sleepy land, right? This is step one towards sleepy land. But that's not maximum. If you really want to extend your battery life, then we're gonna move into Max Ink mode. This is like crazy maximum battery life. You're on vacation, you're like, I'm sorta off grid, I'm sort of in dumb phone territory, and yet it still is a lot better than it used to be with the refresh. See what I mean? Like, look at this reading experience right here. It's like an e-reader, it will last forever, and you're off grid anyways, you're trying to disconnect, you're trying to chill out, and it's just a switch on the side of your device in order to do that. But look at that, then a click of a switch, boom, you see your color begins to come back and you got your full smartphone back. So you can use it as a way to sort of manage your relationship with your smartphone, and we know that's become incredibly difficult to do, to just attach and detach and detox and all the rest of it, and this phone aims to achieve that through this variety of modes and making it really accessible to move between those modes. Now, if I was to check this box down here, I could have an automatic transition from ink paper mode to color paper mode, because the Max Ink mode is probably something that I'm gonna launch less frequently. Then I'm not gonna need to select it each time. It will just be a fast switch between the two. Click the switch, head back to the full mode, click it back in the other direction, and head back to my e-ink, higher battery, easier on the eyes mode, late at night mode. Now what happens if I launch into YouTube in this mode? You can actually watch some black and white, old school YouTube. And you know what? It's totally watchable. The refresh is fast enough, it's watchable, and way easier on the eyes for obvious reasons. It's so matte. If you're head on, it's vibrant. You kind of lose the vibrance as you get to the edges of it or view it off angle, but there's just no reflection. It gets muted as you get off angle, but it doesn't give you that harsh reflection back. Okay, I'm getting too carried away looking at the device. I should actually look at the other items here because they have included a power brick, which is nice. Oh, and there's the SIM tool. I don't know what the retail unboxing is going to look like. It'll be a bit different than this, and I'm glad I have a slightly fancier and more Harry Potter version of an unboxing. This is the cable, C2C cable, and this is probably a stylus of some sort. Whoa. What the? Excuse me? Whoa. What is the deal with this? Oh, it's gotta be for this. This guy's gonna clip in there and just be in the hinge. I think that's gonna permanently live in that case, and then you're gonna pop it out. Sweet. And how's that gonna work for me? And this is gonna work great for me. Look at this. And then what if I hit the kickstand? Oh my God, this part comes off. Leave the case on. This is magnetic, this portion. Pull it right off. If you don't want the full wallet experience, now you still have your pen and they flatten the edge so I can still grip it comfortably, or I can click down and remove the pen portion and use it like this. Because it has this textured display, the pen is so satisfying, the sound of it. Listen to this. Now you know how a stylus on a slick or glossy screen is never really that satisfying because it doesn't mimic the experience of paper and texture, and this is a totally different deal. This has gotten a lot better at dealing with my writing. It's crazy, like I didn't try whatsoever to make it legible. Like you wouldn't have been able to read what the hell I wrote. Wow, satisfying. And then when you're done with your pen, back in the channel, see you later, flip it closed, look at you. You're a professor, you're a wizard, you're a wizard. Man, you gotta love a custom box, don't you? Oh. TCL Next Paper 60 Ultra Natural Light Display, Circular Polarization. Cool, so this is just kind of like a little set of demos. Clear from all angles, reduce visual fatigue. If you're not familiar with polarization, you see it on sunglasses. It helps to cut reflections even further. And then also anti-flicker, so there's a kind of invisible reduction in eye fatigue that you're not even aware of. Nanomatrix lithography technology. Place the screen under indoor lighting or near a window at a different angle and observe the screen, light spots and reflections, minimal glare and no reflection. So comparatively to some other smartphone where you're not reflecting nearly as much light. Okay, let's go ahead and snap some photos here. Some ultra wide of Mo, 0.6, 1x, 2x, 3x, oh, 6x. What are we doing? You know what? You've never looked better, sir. 6x is plenty of reach. That's your periscope effect. And as you can see, we can get all the way out to the ultra wide. I don't know that the target audience for this is going to be incredibly discerning as far as the camera's concerned. It's really these other functions that make all the difference. The display, the reading, the working, the stylus, the satisfaction of writing on this display. But I think really any professional that spends a lot of time working inside of documents, taking notes, and possibly even artists? Am I crazy? Oh boy, this could be fun, I'm not gonna lie. You know, we really should have Willie do. He loves to sketch. Look at this with the sketching on here. Look at this. We can pick some different tools over here. Oh my goodness. I mean, see the fan brush? I got the fan brush going. Straight up Bob Ross over here. So here's an interesting page that shows you your battery remaining, your available duration. You see we're at 41%, 14 hours and 28 minutes. That's in what they're calling equilibrium mode. Of course, if we switch to power saving mode, we can increase that, and performance mode will decrease that. I wonder what the lowest tech way I can play the game is. Can I play black and white Subway Surfers? Maybe I can. Wow. And then the next thing I want to know is, can I switch it real time mid-game? Here we go, let's try it. Wow, hell yeah I can. Back to black and white mode. Dangerous moment to do that. Crashed. Okay, maybe don't do it like mid-game. Wow, if you're dying on battery, you can actually play it in this mode, which I'm surprised by. This is not just for reading. Color. Go! Oh! Almost died. Pulled it off. I'm playing the game within the game now.